Has Boruto received Otsutsuki training on the moon? Recently, a hint regarding Boruto visiting the moon was dropped in the Vjump artwork. However, this new clue surpasses the previous one. When Boruto appeared out of nowhere to stomp Code in the face, the Konoha agencies informed Shikamaru that his chakra appeared in the sky above Code. Even the white Kama wielder was looking up when Boruto stomped on him. Could this mean that Boruto came back from the moon to save Konoha? And if yes, then why was he there at first place? Let's find out. By the end of this video, you will understand how Boruto had his Otsutsuki training on the moon, or if he has unlocked an otherworldly Shinjutsu. The screen time of Boruto in the very first chapter of 2 Blue Vortex was only 5 pages, yet he made a badass entry and stole the show. While everyone is talking about how epic it was for him to stomp Code in the face, there are 2 really important details that we get from this arrival of Boruto. First and foremost, in terms of power level, Code lies between Jigen and Ishiki, which means he could single-handedly deal with Naruto and Sasuke. The fact that Boruto disrespected him by stomping on his face even in his base form is just a mere hint of how strong he has gotten. The Uzumaki and Hyuga genes have made him surpass both his parents in height, confirming the detail given by his voice actor that he would eventually grow taller than Naruto. It also looks like he has surpassed both his father and mentor in terms of power levels, and all of it happened in a span of 2 years. Code had last faced Boruto and Sasuke a year after the events of chapter 80. It must be the time when he got his left eye scarred, but the interesting thing is that he wasn't able to find Boruto after searching relentlessly for 2 years. The way he was forced to invade Konoha, it's pretty much clear that he had looked for him everywhere else. He knew Boruto won't return to Konoha, that's why he did not go there before. But then he realized the best way to get him out from hiding is the village itself, and he was right. Boruto did appear out of nowhere when Konoha was in danger. However, the question remains, where in the world was he hiding that he became untraceable? Well, what if I told you he was training on moon with Toneri, and the events of this chapter itself tease this. When Boruto stomped on Code, Konoha trackers informed Shikamaru that his chakra appeared right above Code's head in the sky. It's obvious that he can fly and he could have erased his chakra signature too, but him appearing out of nowhere from the sky is pretty odd. He has either unlocked the power of clairvoyance and space-time ninjutsu, and maybe he was training on the moon all this time. That's why Code couldn't find him. Before going into the part of the otherworldly powers, let's see how him going to the moon makes more sense than you think. Firstly, he needs to unlock and master the divine power Jogen before the Kawaki fight. Secondly, there is an Otsutsuki sealed on the moon, namely Toneri, who has made some optimistic prophecies about Boruto's fate. This includes the Jogen dispelling the darkness that will shroud the shinobi world in the future. With the reveal of the recent events, it seems like Toneri calling the eye of Boruto the Star of Hope holds a greater significance behind it. At chapter 80, Boruto was supposed to lose all the hope, and it was even prophesied by Momoshiki that he shall take him over when the right time comes. But when Sasuke decided to help Boruto out of his strange fate, his heart enlightened with hope and he was ready to take on the world after that. However, in the recent chapter, it seems like all that hope has completely faded, judging by the mundane expressions on his face. Boruto has apparently lost Sasuke in a battle with Code, and this might be the time when the Jogen got awakened and he got teleported to the moon. The grief of losing his master must be a reflection of Toneri's words, where he stated that the Jogen's turn will soon come. Remember how the Pure Eye teleported Boruto, Mitsuki and Sumire to News Dimension in the anime? Something similar could have happened when he witnessed the death of his sensei. It must have led him to the moon, where Toneri was freed from the Dragon Palace sealed with the Jogen. Boruto must have become cold-hearted after that, and under the mentorship of Toneri, he became one of the most powerful Otsutsukis under 2 years. Or it could be that Sasuke won't die during the Code fight, and he's waiting for Boruto on the moon. Maybe when the duo were facing Code 2 years prior, Sasuke slashed off Code's eye, and then they both were stuck in a helpless situation, which could have get them killed. Hence, the Jogen awakened and became their star of hope, teleporting them to the moon. The promotional art from the Vjump magazine also hints at Boruto sitting on the moon, so it's actually a very huge possibility. So Boruto jumping from the moon to save Konoha means that he had been keeping an eye on the leaf all this time. Now whether some Otsutsuki like Toneri kept him updated with the situation, or it's a boon of the Jogen is the interesting part here. Boruto has done some serious training in these 2 years, and the fact that his base form was enough to let Code down says a lot about his glow up. I think he trained with Toneri to understand the unique power that he awakened in his right eye. Momoshiki mentioning him losing one blue eye was the trigger to his twist of fate, but the same blue eye getting replaced with a unique Shinjutsu of the Otsutsukis must have surprised the monster himself. Boruto awakening Jogan with his blue eye gone hints at a dojutsu reflecting in a person's eye socket even without the need of a medium. The effects of Otsutsuki biology on Boruto are pretty crazy, and it has been prophesied that the person who subscribes to this channel will get a full video on this topic very soon. So for now, the Jogan is pretty much confirmed to use the space-time ninjutsu and a clairvoyance power similar to the Senringan. The other abilities of the eye mentioned in the anime include perceiving the flow of chakra, invisible portal identification, tracking chakra, and determining the key point of the chakra. The anime abilities of the Jogan are like a combination of some of the powers of the three great dojutsu. For example, like the Sharingan, the Jogan can sense chakra, like the Rinnegan it can travel through dimensions, and like the Byakugan it can see through invisible barriers. Boruto possessing this power would naturally put him above Kawaki and Code, and the outcome of the prologue fight also favors Boruto more than Kawaki. The whole moon training arc could unveil some interesting facts about the Otsutsukis and how Boruto awakened the most unique power of this clan. There is an exciting theory which hints at the fate of Momoshiki getting seized by Boruto on the moon. We know that Toneri has been frozen with the Dragon Palace seal, and the most plausible way for Boruto to undo this seal is by using the Jogan. So what if Boruto's Jogan somehow exchanges the soul of Momoshiki and Toneri? That will end up in seizing the fate of the monster forever. In this way, Boruto's consciousness will get fused with Toneri, who is truly his well-wisher. Even if this theory does not come true, I'm sure that Momoshiki will give Boruto some insight on Toneri. Well, if Boruto actually goes through some unreal training to compensate for the pain and suffering from the Code fight, then it seems like Kawaki would have also found some way to train hard in these 3 years. I think a huge hint was given by Kishimoto when he showed us the panel of Kawaki in his time frozen dimension. This dimension could have the same mechanics as the time chamber from Dragon Ball Z, and Kawaki could do a decade's training in just a day there, cause it's completely timeless. Maybe that's how he unlocked the 8-triangle Dharmagan, which could have been a huge problem for Boruto if he did not prepare well. If Kawaki has actually exceeded all limits in his training for power, then the only person who is miserably weak among the Kama trio is none other than Code. The only advantage of Code are the Ten-Tails minions who can replicate themselves. He couldn't even save his left eye from getting damaged from Sasuke, which means he is no match for Boruto and Kawaki whatsoever. Also, the eye of Kawaki is based off a sun, while the Jogan is a moon-inspired dojutsu. This contrast also teased Boruto getting Otsutsuki training on the moon, and Kawaki being the sun who will start a deadly new world order to exterminate shinobis. Even Mitsuki, under the influence of the new sun Kawaki, has become a completely different person. The bloodlust vengeance can be seen in his eyes, and I'm too excited to see how he clashes with Boruto in the next chapter. I believe Boruto has become so cold-hearted that he won't hesitate to beat Mitsuki up. It would make sense for him to have such character development. Kishimoto wants his main character to be cold-hearted this time, and not a forgiving hero who feels sympathy for every villain. This means that Code won't be spared by the hands of Boruto this time, and their history of past encounters also hint at the same. While I don't believe a character with such miserable legacy would end up killing an important character, the possibility of Sasuke getting harmed or killed by Code is not out of question. Find out what Code might have done to Sasuke in this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stuff. I will see you next time.